Alright baby, in this video I debunk the top 5 myths in strength training around topics such as steroid use, nutrition, technique, and of course the age-old question, is sumo deadlifting cheating? Now I have over 10 years of experience at the highest level when it comes to coaching and competing, and I really think that the lessons that I've learnt can help you. Let's go. And welcome back to your mum's favorite channel on YouTube, Coach Strength. Now today, I want to help. If you've been following my channel for a little while, you would know that I do give a lot of invaluable information. I spend a lot of my time trying to help you, whether it's in regards to your programming, your technique, nutrition, lifestyle, etc. I enjoy helping, okay? So for today's video, I thought it'd be really important for me to try and, I guess, cover some of the confusion and the misconceptions around strength training and hopefully debunk some of those myths that you may be confused about. Because don't get me wrong, right? As I say, there's a lot of really good information out there, but there's also some terrible information which can really hurt. So I'm going to break down what I think are the top 5 myths in strength training. It's going to be a good day and we're going to have fun with it. Let's go. All right, baby, now we're going to get started with some myth busting. Before we start, like this video, drop a comment and subscribe. Now I'm also training back in arms today, so I thought I would just have a chat and do this video while I'm training. It's more enjoyable for me, gives you something to watch anyway. Am I right? If not you, at least your mum. Now, the first myth that we're going to bust today is steroids guarantee results. That is a myth. That is completely false. Steroids do not and will never guarantee you results. Now I'm going to be completely honest, right? This is not an endorsement of steroids. I'm not saying you should do them, right? If anyone is to ever make that decision, you need to do your own research and speak to a professional, get your bloods done, all of that stuff, right? So I want to be very clear with that. Now, what I want to say on the matter is, steroids can be excellent. They can absolutely help you achieve things that you would not be able to without them. All right, let's be clear on that. They are an excellent tool, one of the best you could possibly find. Now the issue is, people seem to think that by taking them, they can do less and achieve more. This is one of the biggest misconceptions in the entire fitness industry, okay? You see a lot of people sitting there on the internet, trolls, right, sitting back saying, oh, it's just steroids. You know, especially when someone does something impressive, oh, it's just steroids, couldn't do it without steroids, or I could do that if I did steroids, right? That's a big one. Bullshit, my friend, right? You can take steroids, but let me be very clear, it doesn't make your job easier. It allows you to work harder. It allows you to lift heavier if you want to put the work in, right? And now people say that it speeds up recovery. Yes, kind of. Okay, but I don't look at it like that, right? It allows you to work harder. It gives you that edge so you can push harder, you can push heavier, right, than you would without it. But it will take longer to recover from that kind of damage and output. I would say what it does is it keeps recovery at about the same time, except you can work a lot harder, cause a lot more micro damage to your muscle, therefore potentially increase your gains significantly, all right? That is what steroids can do. But you must be willing to do the work, okay? Nutrition on point, training on point, recovery on point. If you do that, you will see insane benefits. I'm not trying to hype the product up. As I said, I'm not endorsing it. This is fact, okay? But if you take them and sit on the couch and put in a half-hearted effort, do not be surprised when it doesn't go the way that you want, because trust me, I've seen countless people take astro-fucking-nomical amounts of gear and look natural because they're lazy, very lazy, all right? It's not that easy. And also one thing to keep in mind is they won't work the same for everybody, okay? If they work a certain way for me, doesn't mean it's gonna do exactly the same thing for you. However, you still will achieve results if you do the right things. That's the best answer I can give you. That's the first myth we busted. So, if you're ever gonna take that shit, if you're ever considering it, remember, it's gonna allow you to work harder. So be prepared to fucking work. And if you're not gonna work, don't fucking do it. We'll do a set of lat pull downs. This is my 4th or 5th set, I think. And then we'll move on to the next one. Absolutely. Yeah. Ooh, baby. It feels good. Back in a sec. All right, baby, now it's time to debunk myth number 2, okay? And that is that heavier weights with lower rep sets don't grow muscle. That is absolute shit, and I'm gonna explain why, okay? We need a combination of things to grow muscle, the best, right? If you wanted to maximize muscle growth, there's a certain way to do things. People get stuck in this line of thinking, of this cycle, that they can only do high repetition sets, let's say, for this argument, 10 to 20 reps, right? They get stuck in that traditional hypertrophy rep range, and they do the same thing over and over and over again, right? They never really get stronger and they don't really grow. And there's a reason for that. Now, I'm gonna break it down so it's real simple. Let's just say, hypothetically, we're talking about a certain exercise and your 10 rep max is 100 kilograms, okay? And your 1 rep max is, let's say, 130 kilograms. Now, if we could increase your 10 rep max from 100 kilos to, let's say, 120 kilos, what would potentially allow you to grow more? The heavier load, right? So how do we achieve a stronger 10 rep max? Well, we have to firstly achieve a stronger 1 rep max, right? We have to get our top end strength higher, the ceiling higher, so that our rep ranges can continue to grow with it. So you do need to spend time in the lower rep ranges to develop that strength. And I'm not saying you need to spend time necessarily doing 1 rep maxes, okay? That is specific for like strength training, for powerlifting, right? We like to test our strength. But in saying that, doing like doubles, triples, sets of 4s, sets of 5, in the traditional strength training rep ranges, that is still going to induce insane amounts of muscle growth, okay? Especially when you pair that with the higher rep ranges. So for example, all of the programs that I make, which by the way are available on my website, cultstrength.square.site, they incorporate all of the rep ranges for exactly that reason. Okay, I'm not just trying to get stronger, I'm trying to get bigger and to get stronger, because being bigger allows me to maximize my strength. Okay, it goes hand in hand. It doesn't have to be one or the other, and nor should it be. The absolute best bodybuilders of all time, let's just use Ronnie Coleman for example. He did a lot of strength work, a lot of lower rep ranges in his training. He was strong and he was a fucking mutant, okay? And he's just one of many. So I definitely think that you need to allow yourself to do the heavier work as well as the high rep ranges. That is the best way to grow muscle. Otherwise, what will happen is you will become stagnant. You will be in that repeating cycle of doing the same boring shit without progressing. And you will not progress without progress. Am I right? I'm gonna do some more curls. We finished our back work. I'm onto some arms now. Oh yeah, baby. Getting the pump. Let's go. You better like this video. You better drop a comment, especially if you have any questions about the video so far. And of course, subscribe to this channel, because you know it's your mum's favorite, and you would be in her good books if you do that. And so would I, which is actually helpful. So I appreciate you. Whoosh. And as I said, all programs available on my website, squat, bench, deadlift, and of course there's the nutrition ebook. We have bundles, we have merch, we have wraps and straps and caps and all of your needs. So cultstrength.square.site is the place to be. We're back in a moment with myth number 3. I'm gonna bust a nut, I'm gonna bust that open too. Let's go. All right, baby, myth number 3. What is it, Reese, you're asking? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Settle down, mate. All right, the myth is Squatting is bad for your knees, or deadlifting is bad for your back. It's 2 in 1. Cry me a river. It's the same thing, right? Same answer for both. Now, it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit, and I'm gonna tell you why. Squatting is not bad for your knees, and deadlifting is not bad for your back. What is bad for your knees and for your back is shit technique, and also weakness. Weakness is bad for your knees, and weakness is bad for your back. So, I'm gonna explain that further for you, because some of you may be asking the question still. Are squats bad? Are deadlifts bad? No, they're not. There's this misconception that they are because a lot of people perform them incorrectly. When people perform these movements incorrectly with loads that are too heavy for them, what happens? They get hurt. No shit, right? No shit. Don't do stupid shit, and generally you'll be okay. Now, of course there is the risk that we can get injured, okay? But we also have to look at context. Not everybody is me. Not everybody is trying to pull 420 kilos, okay? When you're trying to do things that are literally pushing the limits of what the human body is capable of, yes, injuries will probably happen more frequently than somebody who is training to enjoy the benefits of being stronger and being healthier, which, let's be honest, is probably more people, right, than people who are hell-bent on being the best powerlifter, right? That's not many of us. So for the large majority of people, you're really not going to hurt yourself, okay, provided you're following a sensible program, you're doing adequate warm-ups, and you have good technique. Now, if you're struggling with technique, of course, I have many tutorials here on my YouTube. As I said, I spend a lot of time trying to help you guys making free content that is easy to digest and you can apply to your training. If you have trouble still, right, and you need more help, feel free to send me an email at thecoachstrength@gmail.com. I do offer personalized online coaching where I can help you more directly. But to wrap that fucking up, right, get that out of your head. Deadlifting is excellent for your back. It can be excellent for your back. Deadlifting can be a real rehabilitation tool for your back because, as I said earlier, weakness is bad. Weakness is not good for anything. So if you don't strength train, chances are later in life you're gonna have a bad back, okay? Bad backs don't come from being strong. Bad backs come from weakness, from not moving correctly, and not having muscle mass to support your structure, right? Having good, strong muscles around your bones, around your joints, in your structure is excellent for your health as you age. It's fantastic, okay? So don't shy away from those movements. Just make sure you perform them correctly. Make sure you have a reasonable, sensible program that's going to allow you to get stronger over time without pushing to stupid numbers where you're overreaching and you're going to get hurt. As I always say, technique comes first. Technique is king. That's got to be your fucking priority, okay? And everything comes from there or goes from there. So I hope that is clear for you. All right, now though, I'm going to do some more fucking curls because I'm trying to get a little bit fucking jacked. You know what I'm saying? Whoosh. And you better like this video, you better drop a comment, and you better subscribe. And you can also hit the notification button and you will be notified every single time that I post a video, which is normally 5 to 6 days a week. You're fucking welcome. Yeah, one more. Oh yeah, baby. Tell you what, feels pretty fucking good. You know what I'm saying? We're back in a minute. All right, baby. Myth number 4 that we're gonna blow to pieces right now is carbohydrates make you fat. And I know that this may seem like old news to a lot of people, but alarmingly, there are still a lot of people that are unsure of this, right, when it comes to their nutrition, and they're scared of carbohydrates because I get it, people want to look jacked, they want to be lean, which is good, right? It's not desirable to be fat. We want to be in good shape, and you want to be able to see the results. You want to see the work you're putting in, right, in your body. But carbohydrates are absolutely essential in building that physique that you're after. We have to understand that our muscles are full of glycogen, okay, which is essentially carbohydrates, in storage form, right? Carbs are turned into glycogen and stored in our muscles. That is what fills them up. That is what helps them grow. Okay, so if you're scared of carbohydrates, you're not eating enough carbs, you're really selling yourself short on the amount of muscle you could potentially be growing and strength, okay? So carbs don't make you fat. What makes you fat is eating excessively. So excessive calories as a whole, whether it's fats, proteins, or carbs, if you're eating far too much, you will store body fat, okay? It has nothing to really do with the carbohydrates. Carbs are important for recovery, for strength, for gains, for all of it, okay? For brain function, for a lot of fucking things. So don't avoid them, be generous with them, but in saying that, don't just eat a whole bunch of junk carbohydrates, right? Make the majority of your carbs come from things like rice, vegetables, fruits, etc. And of course you can have your little snacks and your naughty shit on the side, but don't be scared of carbs, especially around training. Have carbs before, have carbs after training. Be generous with it, and of course have protein, but don't forget the fucking carbohydrates. They will not make you fat, okay? And ladies as well, carbs are not the enemy. I know there's a few women that watch this channel, most likely mums, MILFs, hopefully. I'm not sure. You better be, but if not, that's okay, love. I'm sure you have a good personality, and that's nice too, right? But don't be scared of carbs. Eat them up, train hard, and everything will work in perfect harmony, just how it's meant to be. Right now I'm doing some pull-ups though. I'll do another set and then we'll break down our final myth. But we got some big boy pull-ups, so we'll go full hang, sets of 5, nice and easy. All right. Not bad for a big sexy boy, you know what I'm saying? We're back in a minute. Like this video, drop a comment and subscribe. Thank you very much. All right, baby, it is time to debunk our final myth, and that myth is sumo is cheating and for submissives/bottoms. Now, before I debunk this myth, I want you to take a moment to consider going to my website to pre-order the 2.5 meter God Killer knee wraps. We have those as well as the God Killer wrist wraps. They are in production right now. As I said, we sold our first lot of wrist wraps really quickly. They are unbelievable. I love them, and from what I hear so far, you guys love them too. So we've got the matching knee wraps as well. cultstrength.square.site. Go and grab yours. Now, is sumo really cheating, right? Is it really for people who are submissives or bottoms, as they might be in their relationships, right? In an intimate nature. Now, I wanted to debunk this, I really did. But I have some news, okay? It's unfortunate, and I hate to be the one to break it to everybody, but I couldn't, okay? I got together with some of the greatest minds in our industry, in our time, Jake. Okay, I know you're sitting over there fucking wondering what's going on, but I'm trying to be serious, mate. I'm trying to be serious here. I got together collectively with the greatest minds of our generation, and we sat down for days trying to debunk this, putting all of our resources, all of our time, all of our effort. We stayed up for days, we didn't sleep. We were desperate to get to the bottom of this because, trust me, guys, I wanted to come here and tell you that sumo isn't cheating, and that people that do sumo can also be dominant and strong and cool, right? And good looking and handsome and muscular and funny and charismatic and all those really good things, right? But I can't say it. I can't lie to you. I can't do it. I've got to draw a line somewhere. I would love to sit here and do it for the views, do it for the likes, for all you sumo deadlifters, but the fact of the matter remains that sumo is cheating. And if you do sumo, you're a bottom or a submissive. And hey, I'm not saying it like there's something wrong with you. I want to be very clear. That is absolutely okay. You're extremely brave. And I support you. Genuinely, we all do. We all support you. This is a safe space. Maybe not this channel. Okay, take that back. But you will find a safe space somewhere. So, you know, as I said, we got to debunk 4 myths. The final one, unfortunately, I'm sorry guys, I'm just not the one to be able to do it. Maybe someone else out there can do it, but it's not going to be me. Sumo is cheating, it seems. And hey, going off the data, irrefutable proof that, you know, if you do sumo, you're a bottom and you like to receive. Hey, and power to you guys. As I said, nothing wrong with that, is there, Jake? No. There's nothing wrong with that, mate. We support everybody in their choice to be who they want to be, you know, provided that no one's getting hurt. And that's the case in this situation, I think. So, you know, I'm really happy for you guys who have chosen to do sumo, but why don't you just keep to yourself? You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm going to finish off with a set of triceps and we'll wrap this video up. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I hope that my knowledge that I've shared with you and wisdom has helped you and given you, I guess, a push in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? I had fun making this video. It's been a good day. I'm going to finish the rest of my session now and we'll be back soon for some deadlifts. We have deadlifts next and it's going to be a big one. But until next time, you know what to do. I think you know what to do. I've said it enough times by now. Go to the fucking gym, right? Whew. Do something, baby. Let's go. Whoosh. Yeah. Subscribe. Let's go.